know, this makes my lips look, it's supposed to be like a soft pink, but it makes them look pasty to me. I don't know. I'm gonna rock it, see what it do. It looked cute with my outfit from today. But anywho, for those of you wanting to know, this is from MAC. This is a lip gloss called Snob. Yeah. Okay. This is Ask Miss P volume number 11 on my main channel. Definitely check out Ask Miss P, the tech edition volume number 11 on my tech channel, Miss P's Tech Talk. Thank you guys so much. And if I don't answer your question, it doesn't mean that I don't love you. It just means, you know, I got a rapido, okay? So definitely down below in your comments, if I didn't answer your question, definitely post it down below and I'll try to get to you in the next Ask Miss P, okay? So, first of all, make sure to like this video. Click the like button. Just click it. Click it or ticket. Oh Lord, my foot is, I just did like 3 videos for my tech channel, so my foot is asleep. I mean, my whole booty cheek, thigh, foot is asleep. Oh, I said this on my tech edition video, but I just looked into getting me an office chair as well as a desk because I'm converting our dining room into my office. My mother was like, baby girl, you need to do that. You need an office because you're doing too much. And I was like, Mama, you know, I agree. She said, well, baby, just go ahead and change up the dining room because I ain't using it right now. I said, girl, you are good with me. So I went to Staples and I found me a good office chair. So pretty soon, like the end of June, maybe I'll be done with my do-it-yourself project, so we'll see. But the first one comes from Pancake Video House. Says, hey Miss P, girl, how do I start? That's how she put it. How do I start making hauls and vlogs? I get this question all the time. First of all, you need a camera. You need to go ahead and figure out what you want your videos to be about, and then you go from there. If you want to do vlogs, if you want to do hauls, pretty much all I did, I would purchase stuff and people would love seeing what I purchased, and I'm glad you guys enjoy it because I love doing the hauls. And there you go. Pretty much have fun with whatever you're doing, and if you're passionate about it, it will shine through. I'm addicted to it, so I love doing videos. But some people, they're like, oh my God, I don't see how you do this every day. It's because they don't have a passion for it. So if you have a passion for it and you love what you do, then you will be great on YouTube. PimDas401K says, hey Miss P, what made you get a tattoo on your finger? Okay, I get this question all the time. I need to grease my finger. It started peeling, so I have to grease it. But that's not the question you asked me, is it, baby girl? Let me get into your question. Why did I get it on my finger? Well, I still want one over in this area or either on my wrist and forearm. I know everybody wants to go on and tell me that, you know, I just graduated and I have to think about my future career and wah. I know, I get it. I understand that. But at the same token, it's what I want. So I know a lot of people have said once you get one, you get addicted. And it's not that I'm getting addicted. I just always knew I wanted a tattoo like on my wrist or up in this area. But until then, I wanted something discreet. But I could still say that I had one. And I was being very spontaneous that day. Let me just get a tattoo on my finger. And I did. And I love it. And some people don't really recognize it because it's so discreet. Some people like it. Some people hate it. But the ones who don't like it, I mean, they don't have it on their finger. So I don't know why they tripping over it. But anyway, I got it because I wanted it. And why did I get love there? I actually got it on May the 5th, which was a day after my graduation. And it was because I loved myself and I was really proud of me. And I wanted something that would always remind me of, you know, that day and how I felt and how I feel about myself. And it wasn't F love. Some people were like, Miss P, did you get it because F love? No, like I don't even think like that. But that's why I got it. And it has symbolism for me. Maddie123 Iffy says, what made you get into vlogging? That's a really good question. What made me get into vlogging? I got into vlogging because I got into videos because I was bored at school one day and I knew I had eyesight on my Mac and I wanted to try it. And I've been doing it since then. And I haven't been bored since doing videos, that is. So, but like I said, you're either addicted to it or you don't like it. Some people think it's a hassle. And once it becomes a hassle, you need to take a break from it. And I take a break all the time. I either take a break from doing my tech channel, and then I do my main channel. Then I do my main channel, then I do my tech channel. That way it always keeps me fresh. Or starting new segments, that makes it exciting. I started the new Untitled Foolery because it was exciting and people like it. And I always have to keep it fresh. H Bombers, I'm pretty much going to paraphrase what your question was. He was with his girlfriend. They broke up. She broke up with him over a text message, and he was really heartbroken. Oh my God, I sounded like Trina off of the Braxton Keep. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that. He was really heartbroken and he wanted to know how to get over it. Well, my advice, of course, I'm a chick. I've been heartbroken before. I'm not going to lie and say you're going to wake up one morning and everything is going to be good, because it's not. It really gets better over time. You can't just say, I'm going to do better, I'm going to be better, I bump her. No, you don't have to be salty. That's the first thing. Do not be salty. Don't do that, because a lot of people are salty over their ex and relationships and things that happen, and then you end up, you can't heal from what happened. So just forgive her for what happened. I know you're saying, oh my God, I don't think I can do that. And I understand that. That's perfectly understandable. Try to forgive her, that way that you can move on, because a lot of people, they think about what that person has done even like 5 or 6 years later, and that's because they haven't forgiven the person. It happens over time. But first of all, forgive her for whatever she did to you, just because that way you can sleep at night, because you up mad at her and she off doing her thing. How about that? So make sure you forgive her, and after that, just move on day by day. It'll get better. I promise you it will. And things happen for a reason, so maybe that's what needed to happen at the moment. Glimmer's Doll Face says, hey Miss P, I love that you and your mom have a great relationship, and I was wondering if you ever had a time when you didn't get along. Do you think that going away to college made the heart grow fonder? I cannot say there was ever a time we didn't get along. I do remember one time, I think I was like 15, and I was going through that phase where I thought I knew everything. And my mom and I, we didn't talk for like 2 weeks, because I think did I talk back to her? I did something, and she was like, oh, you gonna learn today, Kevin Hart. And she didn't talk to me for going on 2 weeks, and that was like the toughest 2 weeks of my life, because she didn't help me do nothing. And I was like, Mom, like, are you serious? So I really figured out how much like she means to me in my life. Like, oh my God, if I can't talk to her, I'm like gonna go nuts. And I really did. But she was gonna go nuts too, because how can you not talk to me? But anyway, we're really like best friends. Like, we'll argue like cats and dogs, and then like 5 seconds later, she like, come here and help me do something. I do know that that's my mother, and I can talk to her about anything, but we've never had a point, except for that time where we didn't talk for a while. But I never had that rebellious stage where I was like, F you, Mom. Like, no, I never had that stage, because my mama don't play. But at the same time, we've always had a really good relationship. So, and it's like that with both of my parents. My dad, our relationship is really weird. We're very sarcastic. Our personalities are the same. So I can be like, dude, what you looking at? And our relationship is just really weird. But the same thing with my mom. I don't know. Like, it's crazy, because my parents, they're weird. Like, most of my friends are like, how are you so cool with your parents? Like, I can't stand by it. It's like, dang, how can you say you can't stand your parents? But like I said, I'm very blessed to have them, and I wouldn't have anybody else as my parents. So yeah. When I was growing up, my mom, she was very hands-on with me, but my parents, they're entrepreneurs, so they were working all the time when I was little and while I was in middle school and the start of my high school career. So I didn't really see them that much. They always made sure, that I got home safe, all that stuff. But now you said that since I went to college, does the heart grow fonder? And yeah, because I left, going to college, and my dad, he kept pushing off the idea that I was going to college. When I finally left, he was like, dang, she gone. So I think me being home now for the summer, and I'm out of school, definitely, I graduated, it's kind of like, wow, she's home, like, yay. So they constantly want to spend time with me. We're always going somewhere, doing something. So I guess they're making up for lost time. So in these upcoming vlogs, I'm always with them, because we're always doing something. And it's great, because me being in middle school and the start of my high school career, I didn't really get to see him that much, which kind of sucked. So yeah, a lot of you are like, oh my God, you're always with your parents. And it's like, yeah, because I didn't really get to see them when I was not growing up, but during like I'd only get to see one parent over the other, which was crazy. So, yeah, it's weird. I don't really have to explain it anymore. Shiloh 8. Hey, girl. She says, do people pressure you and your boo about marriage? If so, what's your response to it? Yes, all the time. And my response, y'all know I'm sarcastic. I'm like, are you gonna pay for the wedding? And if you do, you gonna pay for our bills too? Like, I'm serious though, because my whole thing is, I think people keep forgetting how old I am, and they just look at the duration that my boyfriend and our relationship has been. This year, in December, we'll be together for 3 years, going on 3 years. But at the same time, people don't understand that I'm only 21. We got together when I was 19. He's a year older than me. So people, I don't know what they're thinking, but I'm still young. I'm only 21. I can't imagine getting married right now. I can't imagine having nobody baby right now. I do know in the future I'm going to have his baby. I know that. But yes, I did say that. I told him that too. I don't care if we don't make it. I'm going to have your baby one way or the other. But anywho, I just can't imagine being married right now or having kids, anything like that, because I just see my life as a progression. Like, I'm going to get married. I know I'm going to have kids after that. I just know that. So I feel as though maybe when I'm around 26, 27, I can see myself getting married, like that, just because I'll be ready then. I would have lived a little bit more. I've done everything I wanted to do like that. You know what I mean? I'll have a stable career by then. I just can't imagine. Like, I love having fun with him right now and just going on random trips and acting stupid and being kids, because we're still kids if you think about it. But yeah, don't be marrying me off right now. That's what I tell people. Don't you do that. Pay Grox says, hey, hi Miss P, if there's one thing about yourself that you could change, what would it be? That's a good question. I guess body wise, I would have like the fastest metabolism ever, so I could eat whatever I wanted to. But I guess as far as my personality or something like that, I'm sorry, it's like 1:30 in the morning and I'm like, I can't really think. I wouldn't be so naive with people sometimes. I give people the benefit of the doubt all the time, and sometimes I get burned for it, but hey, whatever. But I wouldn't be so naive, but I can't help but being nice. I'm always nice to people, and I'm always bending over backwards for people, and it burns me all the time, but I do know that I'm blessed for it in the end, but sometimes people try to take my kindness for weakness, and I don't want to. Daddy, that was my voice. But yeah. I love Motown music. Hey Miss P, thank you for answering my last question. Which one's your favorite? The Cosby Show, Good Time. Yeah, I have to do that. Favorite one of all time, The Cosby Show. Good Times was good, but it wasn't my favorite. But I can watch The Cosby Show all day, from when Rudy was a little girl, from when Olivia came in there. So I love me some Cosby Show. Innocence, I like how you spelt that. She says, greetings Miss P, a few questions. Number 1, do you have any hidden talents? I really like fixing stuff and like getting dirty. I love doing that. So I told my dad, if I didn't want to be like a psychiatrist or a counselor, I would definitely go into being an electrician or like working in construction. I'd do something like that because I love doing that type of stuff. I fix everything. I put stuff up. Like, I took down my closet doors one time and put them back up. I took my bed apart and put it back together one day. Like, I love doing that type of stuff. I put together my entertainment system. I love that type of stuff. I put all the TVs up in this house. Yes, I think I fixed the air conditioner one day. Like, I love it. Yes. Can you cook? Yes, Miss P can cook. Okay. I'm not no emerald or nothing like that, but I can cook. And for those of you wanting to know, my dad is actually a chef. So, hey, I really don't have to. I love doing like little recipes and stuff like that. I mean, nobody can touch my chicken parmesan like that. That is like, my fajitas are off the chain, okay? Perhaps you could do a Miss P's cooking demonstration. I doubt it. Jarashad21 says, Miss P, are those your favorite earrings? I wear these earrings all the time. If I find a pair that I love, I will not I take them off, but I wear them every day. I wear them with everything. I don't know where I got these from. I can't even remember where I got them from. If I knew, I'd tell you. Fierce HC88 says, hey girl, hey, will you ever think about wearing weaves, like long 20-inch Brazilian weaves? I love your natural hair, but I was just curious. I used to wear weaves. Like, the last time I wore a weave was my high school prom, and that was back in 2008. So I don't like hair. I don't like stuff on my neck. And ever since I cut my hair, I don't even like stuff like on my neck. So I can't even say that I'd add weave to my hair. And I don't like doing hair. So it looks cute on other people, but I just can't do weave. Huran M09. I'm going to paraphrase what he said. He had some interviews coming up lately or something to that effect, and he's kind of nervous. It's okay if you're nervous. That means you're not too sure. And if you're too sure, some people don't even want to hire you if you're too sure and you think you know everything. But just be honest, be yourself, answer the questions as accurately and as truthfully as you can. But don't be too, because they don't want to push over either. You know what I mean? But definitely do your research on the company that you're working with. And yeah, you should be good. Don't worry. Okay, y'all. My light is going off and on because I have to change the batteries, and I don't feel like getting up and doing it right now. So I'm sorry if this Ask Miss P is going to be majorly ghetto and ridiculous and the lights flickering on and off, but it's late and I really don't feel like recording over again. So let's keep it going. Rihanna Brittany says, who would you say is the best based on voice, fashion style, and music? Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Beyonce, and Jennifer Lopez. Okay, voice wise, I would say Beyonce. Fashion style, I would say Jennifer Lopez, because she was wearing them clothes on this season of American Idol. And music altogether, I would have to go with, impact wise, I would say Lady Gaga, because she has taken over. But I would also say Beyonce, because I love me some Beyonce. I'm a part of the Beehive, honey. Y'all ain't ready. Pink Crazy 2 says, if one of your friends told you they were having a Lion King themed wedding, what would your reaction be? I would say Hakuna Matata and tell me where I need to be, honey, and let the drinks flow. Have a good time. Make sure you go and take pictures and tell me what happened. Please let me know if that was true, because I want to know. Maya Poo 13 says, what are your religious beliefs and are you a Christian? Yes, I'm a Christian. Question number 2, do you believe it's right to curse and still be a Christian? That's a really good question. I don't claim to be spot free in this mouth of mine. I don't cuss a lot in my videos, but in my regular life, you know, that's kind of like a double-edged sword, because if you're saying, do you feel like you're still a Christian if you cuss? That's the same thing, because there's sin every day. It might not be cussing. It might be something else. And people always look at like the obvious sin. I think it's in the Bible. Please don't quote me because I don't know word for word, but you're not supposed to mark your body. You're not supposed to do any of that. So honey, I've been sinning like crazy, and there's certain things that I eat that you're not supposed to. So my thing is, you can't really condemn people for one thing that they do, and that's my whole thing. You guys know me. I don't condemn anybody for what they do. I know that I'm a Christian. I know I love God with all of my heart. You can't tell me nothing else. I know that. I don't have to prove it to anybody else. So my thing is, you can't condemn somebody for what they do on the outside, because you don't know them. Unless you ask them and you get to know them, you can't judge me, boo. All you guys get to see is what I get to show you within like a 15 or 16 minute video. So a lot of people think they know me, but you really don't. You know what I mean? So I don't mean to preach and be all blase blah and you can't judge me. But really, only God can judge me. Really, that's all. NolaTube 2012 says, does it ever get awkward sitting there talking to a camera? Or do you feel as though you're talking to actual people? I actually am talking to actual people. And when I first started, it was really weird. And even when I had people around me, it was really weird. But now I do know that I'm talking to at least 5,000 or 6,000 people, like, every day, which is crazy still to me. And I do know that I get like real comments, real people telling me. I talk to people on a day-to-day basis. So now I know that I actually am talking to you guys. And yeah, I actually feel like I'm talking to you guys. I know what you guys are thinking and what you're saying and what you're gonna laugh at. So yeah, I actually know my audience, and that's great. LaShawn, Starbucks or some other coffee place. Love this channel and keep doing it. Starbucks, honey. I will never cheat on Starbucks. Never. And I have a Keurig coffee machine, so I get it popping over there too. But I haven't really done Starbucks in a while because, I just haven't. But yeah, those are all the questions for this episode of Ask Miss P Volume 11. I tried to get to everybody's, but I couldn't because this footage would have been longer than long. But if I didn't answer your question, make sure to post it down below in the comments. I would love to see them, and I will try to get to your question in the next Ask Miss P, okay? But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.